and welcome back to Mars for another action figure review. Today we have Storm Collectibles KANO, and I want to say for the beginning of the videos going forward, I'm going to kind of give you a conclusion and then give more detail and elaborate at the end of the video. So for starters, this figure is most definitely a pickup if you are a fan of Mortal Kombat and you collect Storm Collectibles. Now, if you're just a fan of Mortal Kombat, then I'm not sure if I would recommend this figure to be your first Mortal Kombat Storm Collectibles. I don't think I would recommend KANO to be your first because there are better starting points. Sub-Zero, Scorpion, for example. So I don't think KANO falls under that category. And then if you're not a fan of neither, well then I just wouldn't recommend this figure because it does have its flaws. It's not a perfect figure at all. And what I mean by that is like the paint application isn't perfect, but no figure is perfect. So if you are a perfectionist and you're a collector, well then you must have a hard time. There is a QC issue. Now I don't know if it's like worldwide issue or if it's just like my figure in particular. I'm not entirely sure. So there is that. And that's about it as far as negatives. Now for positives, like the figure does come stocked, okay? You're gonna get your 4 head sculpt, you're getting like a total of like 5 effect pieces, and then 6 pairs of hands. As far as like what's included with this figure, it is great and should be the standard for Storm Collectibles. So yeah, going off of accessories and the figure itself, it's great. It comes well packed. All right. Next thing was when I first took this figure out of the box last night, I was extremely happy because I look forward to what's coming next from Storm Collectibles and their Mortal Kombat line. Great things are coming, and I can't wait to see it. With all of the like improvements, which almost each figure, it's something to look forward to in the future, and I, for one, am excited. Now, before we get into the review, remember today is Mother's Day, so make sure you take the time to go out and tell every mother that you know, Happy Mother's Day. And then for your own mom, go get her some flowers or something, make her feel special. And then for all of you ladies out there who are mothers who just happen to be watching this review, Happy Mother's Day. All right. Now, actually, not 5 accessory pieces, but 6 accessory pieces now that I'm sitting here. So you get a lot of stuff with KANO. Again, not a bad release. If you can get over the fact that it's not perfect, then you will enjoy this figure. All right, so let's get into this. For paint application, you can kind of see here on the rim that it's black there. Here is one example. On the red is another example of the black. Right here again, you have like just like little blemishes here and there with the paint. You know, it's not perfect, but being that it is KANO, and we all know who KANO is, a little rough around the edges, it fits the character. So I don't know if it was intentional by Storm. I don't think it was intentional, but if it wasn't, or if it was, then yeah, you know, it's good. I will say though, like for the Bowie knives on the handles, you can kind of see the silver there. That was from me putting it into his hand. So for me putting the knives, holy shit, so there's actually 8 special accessories. Cool. So with me putting the knives in his hand, the paint kind of came off of the handle, revealing that silver paint that I'm hoping you can see there. Okay. All right, so with that out of the way, let's get into articulation. So here's KANO in neutral. He can look down this much. He can look up this much. All right. And he can lean side to side. And the head does rotate all the way around. Now, for the arms, he is double jointed. Now, I'm just going to throw this up there, and boom, it pops. Okay? So, you want to be more hands-on, more diligent when working with his right arm here. All right, see, he can still get the poses, and you just gotta make sure you put some force behind the posing. So there's your T-pose. It does rotate all the way around. Beautiful butterfly joint, very beautiful. Look at that, amazing butterfly joint going forward and back. Bicep swivel. He is double jointed, okay? In the past, I might have said single jointed, I'm not sure. But these figures, Storm Collectible figures, for the most part, are double jointed. The only reason why it appears to be single jointed, again, is because of the details that Storm Collectibles put into the muscles and because of things like gauntlets. So there you go there. Now, one thing that you may notice throughout the review is that one shoulder is like bulging out more than the other. So the one with the defective arm is it's further down in to the main body here. As you can see here where the shoulder piece is, it's like down in there. On the other side here, it's out, okay? So I don't know if that's because of me, the way I pose it, or just because of how Storm Collectible figures are. For me, it's like a hit or miss. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. And then let's get into the crunch here. So for the tuck, he can go in this much. And then for leaning back, he can go this much. So not bad. Decent articulation. You know, then again, Storm Collectibles isn't really, I don't think of them for being highly articulated. I just think of them for being like highly detailed with their bodies and their muscles, structures, and how they execute all that stuff very well. For the shirt, it's not just one piece, by the way. It is two pieces. So as you can see here, there's a groove that actually tucks down, and then you just put it over right like that. So that's pretty cool. I like how they did that. I think it's beneficial for the figure and for those posing the figure. Let's see here. Oh yes, so this piece does come off. You can take it off if you want. There you go. And remove that. Get our legs in. You can do a perfect split. Very nice. Get the 90, no problem. Well, actually, I wouldn't say it's a total 90, but it's close. Double jointed at the knees, again, like I covered earlier, with just the bulkiness of the figure, it's not going to be achievable. Now, the feet on this figure are weird. As you can see, like him standing back, like they kind of go like this. So it's kind of like weird for me. Again, you have your knives or your Bowie knives here. Nothing. There is a leg swivel. Nothing at the shin guards, and then for the feet, it does extend out. You have your toe pivot, and then you have your rockers as well. So there you go. Again, articulation is pretty standard for Storm Collectibles. Yeah, you really have to be careful with this arm. So again, if you all have this issue, please let me know. Okay. So yeah, articulation is decent. Not a bad KANO release. I honestly would have preferred to have the hair on his head, but I understand that, you know, him being bald kind of puts more emphasis on his metal plate there. And I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like from the movie or from a game. I think it is trying to be from the movie. I would have preferred Mortal Kombat 9 KANO, which I'm pretty sure is in the game. And he does have hair, I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, comment below and correct me. But, you know, I know Shiva is coming out and she's going to be Mortal Kombat 9. I think Shao Kahn is Mortal Kombat 9. Goro is Mortal Kombat 9. So why isn't KANO Mortal Kombat 9? But anyways, let's get into the accessories because there are a lot. All right, to kick off accessories, we're going to start off with the head sculpts. Now you're going to get a total of 4 head sculpts. You have one neutral here, you've got one kind of grinning, and then you have 2 yelling, okay? Now, with the yelling one, I'm sure you want to see that effect piece go in. So let's put it in here. So I'm pretty sure it goes in like this, right? All right. So there you go. So this is how that looks for his back. Let me slide these back real quick. So there you go there. It looks good. Looks real good. And if you want to put this on the figure, there it goes there. So there's your head sculpts. Now let's move into the pairs of hands. All right, now moving into our pairs of hands, I kind of have them scattered out here, but I'm going to go over them individually. So for starters, you're going to start off with your closed fist hands here. Closed fists come by default. And then, so what I really like what Storm Collectibles did was, in their plastic trays, when you go to your hand sculpts, it start off with the hands used for the accessories, which is pretty badass. So this one, we have our sword holding, our knife Bowie hands. Okay, and then we can go ahead and put those in real quick. Okay. So as you can see, there you go there. All right, so that's our second pair of hands. Now, we have our third pair of hands, and these pairs is for holding the heart that he comes with. So to do that, you just go like this, and then there you go, voila. Got the heart there, and the hand. Pretty cool. So, and then the last three are just, you know, just hand gestures kind of thing. So you have our open hands, open, relaxed hands here. Okay. We have our open hands, kind of like engaging karate hands, I guess. Blocking hands, I guess. And then lastly, we have like our karate chopping hands. Okay. So that would do it with the pairs of hands. And now let's get into the special accessories. All right, to kick off these special accessories, let's go ahead and check out the Bowie knives here. Looks very good. Again, my only gripe with this is that when you're putting his hands on here, you may have like the paint come off a little bit, as you can see. So there's Bowie knives, pretty cool. Now let's continue with the Bowie knives. Let's see the like slash effects for the Bowie knives. So that's pretty awesome as well. These handles, I haven't put them on yet, so I can't really tell if it has any blemishes or not. Okay, there's our knives. So we're already at 4. Already at 4. And then this, I'm assuming is supposed to be like a slash effect, so you would just wrap it around them like this. Like they just got cut. So pretty cool piece actually. I like how that blue is. It goes from light blue to dark blue. That's pretty cool. I like that. Okay. So this one, I'm not entirely sure how you would do this. I'm guessing you would, this is a blood effect as well. I'm guessing you would like put it on the body like this to show like the heart's coming out, or maybe on the back. I'm not sure exactly how that one's gonna work, or if it's just for like the beam when they get hit with the beam. I'm not sure exactly. There's so many options you have with this actually. For an example, you can make it to where his hand is off, and then you just have like the blood coming out like that. So see how that looks. So there's a lot of options you have with these pieces, which is why it's always cool to have them. And like Storm Collectibles is known for coming and releasing figures with those kind of effects, which is pretty awesome. Like I know like Sub-Zero has like the pool of blood with like the body pieces and shit in it, so that's pretty cool. And then lastly, or not lastly, but then you have your heart here as well, which looks nicely detailed. I'm not sure. I think there's 2 chambers or 4 chambers in the heart, so I'm not sure if how accurate this is. So for all you people out there who know, comment below and let me know. Okay. And then lastly, you're going to get your laser beam So again, like everything I've said so far with this figure, it has its pros and cons. If you're a perfectionist, then this figure probably isn't for you. But if you're someone who loves Mortal Kombat Storm Collectibles, if you're someone who likes Mortal Kombat, and even if you're someone who's looking for a figure that brings a lot of accessories that may be useful for you, this is a good pickup. You know, you have the blood effect here. Okay, that can be used for any other toy line or figure. You have the heart piece here. That also can be used for any line or figure. So, I mean, you have some pros and cons with this release. Alright, and now with that out of the way, we're going to jump right into the conclusion. Alright, everyone, to conclude this review, this figure is, again, worth a pickup. If you're a fan of Storm Collectibles, a fan of Mortal Kombat, worth a pickup. If you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, I'm not sure if this would be a great entry point. Potentially, only because of the amount of accessories he comes with. It is a solid release. And then again, if you're not a fan of neither, but you're looking for accessories, this is maybe a figure worth picking up. It's not perfect by any means. It does have its flaws as far as like the paint application, the QC issue that I encountered, and that's pretty much it as far as negatives. But overall, you're looking at the next step into Mortal Kombat from Storm Collectibles. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to see where the line goes. Again, we have Shiva coming out. I can't think of anyone else really right now from Mortal Kombat. Oh yeah, Goro's coming out and Shao Kahn. So I mean, this is a nice lineup coming. So yeah, comment below and let me know, are you going to be picking up KANO? If you've made it this far in the review, consider liking the video. And if you're not subscribed, as always, consider subscribing. We will catch you next time. The next review may be indoors. We'll have to see, as it may be Mezco, Michael Myers. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you all next time. Peace.
I hope you've enjoyed your time here on Mars. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. And if you like, check out my playlist relating to the toy line. Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you soon.